Ebusia for Endra 7th of February. Endra na NPP amanyoko no inaugurate yenyina ye Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia as official flag bearer for the NPP party. Na unim se abasa no ehu behia se ono ankasa ede na no di sem ebeto umonten so na ama nkrofo bi nso abepe na asem yie no omo ahu se ombeto aba ede ama 2024 anase omonto aba emfa ama 2024 eni de kwan so aha possible multimedia me media ho cha me medin Eddie Francis Achu aka possible eni de kwan so ene ne de kan we netra channel so YouTube ansa edansa yi me be so bejibre wa hwe video no amana kwa wie se wo hwe ya no like wa comment wa subscribe we ya no share content no anase wa recommend the channel no ama wo ne bi nso nya videos ni bi aye na as at the time sa program yi eba be koso no right after program no ye nua ba na se sister Penny and din e Vim Lady aka Efiapokia na se Afiapokia aka Vim Lady nso ababonten abaye some comparison between Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and the former president John Dramani Mahama nene dia ayen krofo na kakra na se dia ayen krofo wanwa kakra ne se Efiapokia abamonten so abeka nsem ba ku mienu bia me very sure se wo a wo hwe me se utie asem ni wi a obehu bebia opeso kasa kosi looks like first no esan se na ye papa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia vice ntina akwete okasa yentie cause ye vice o president eda so reni anase eda so ruli nti dia obeka bia no so no taking a decision there over the bar they toss me there are so many things ye papa nonado aye a enei endo okasa wie no utumi hu se ebi wo ho no mo be yi afim ebi nso wo ho no ma odi bi ebe ka ho example free education no say no nanado de no SHS and why any free education say Endra Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia so kasa no nso kasa say nyame adoma tertiary student no one student one laptop into utumi hu say this time around as say no ono ankasa na eba betwi ka no utumi hu say nyoma bebre wo ho no ma odi beka ho sanso na nyoma bebre nso wo ho no ma obeyi edi afri mu hye no say aha a possible multimedia men pese me kasa no be yetinsin no ma minfa wonsi ha na minu na yemmom enkonkotie dia afia pokia aka Vim Lady ede beto mountains na ewia na asamba studio hanum aba be kya yawen ewo
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wakasa about the vision our Ghana for any near person or the tuja. I mean, my church or key points are Dr. Bawumia episode or the year. I mean, one of them that I just saw says it here or kind just at the end of Nay, one student, one laptop. Or see, I know you're for tertiary institution. For the first time, there will be coding in a part of senior high school for curriculum. Because of emerging AI knowledge. And yeah, he's spoken about that. Obey VAT, electricity. So, and you see, you can tell about me. Person use a way to say that I am not Nanado. Although you can still see the equity because Bawumia started, now a lot of Niama or coming in we're running 24 hours. Digitalization 24 hours. Passport office ASA where you send this 24 hours. Wait 24 hours. Those ones you could tell is directed at Bahama. But it's not surprising. This is the style that has been the style between Bawumia and Mahama all the way from 2012, 2016, FAC 2020. It has always been on a way incompetent. And Mahama to me, and I say it has always been that. So I'm not surprised about the initial one. No? And they said, yeah, as open Mahama Kutia say, yeah, 24 hours. So, but then the key things are a complete breakaway from President Ekufuado Otia position, which is what the Bawumia can say. Electricity now, more the VAT. Bawumia say, on only vision you be here for. That's a complete departure from the Nanado one. I think that Sanyama way or Kayena, for instance, he spoke about Minerals Bank. Minerals Development Bank, which is something different. It has never been mentioned under President Ekufuado. Again, that is something that I feel that Bawumia can to show that he's different from Nanado. Because you said, over all these years, accusation back on NDC for Bawumia and so on and so on Nanado. When are you vice president? When are you chairman of economic management team? Indeed, there are not mistakes be your mistake. But you can see it, all these things are Bawumia. Or person says I am different. Perhaps Bawumia person the say that no can offer and another a buying or two electricity no his hand was not in it. Would it see any can you papa say on only time a VAT on electricity will be removed by construction. Me how I deduce it is that Bawumia person say VAT no and another a buying their two electricity no cross on one Bawumia on the day. This is what Bawumia has been saying from beginning. Say, and you have the Kosovo MPP headed by Nanado Bawumia and only Yadi, but politically, no, politically, who say Bawumia cannot come out and say that Abai Yadi. Because if you look at Vim Mahama, Atamil Sabai, a lot of the things that went on in Atamil Sabai, at that time, Mahama was vice president and head of economic management team, but Mahama was not aware. I can tell you for a fact. Busa Koko, will tell you for a fact that under Tamil's government, there were so many things Mahama didn't know. They did not make him party to it. And the politics now be and I say, but the truth of the matter is, President Otia Konyaso, wow, you have vice president, I mean, the history of Ghana under Rawlings, we saw an attack, but under Rawlings, there was a vice president called Nkensin Aka. He disagreed so vehemently with the President Rawlings at the time, to the extent of why not to tell Mahama vice presidential a position be. And I want to say Bawumia he came out openly to disagree with Rawlings at the time when everybody was scared of Rawlings. And what did he get? According to Anwar Aka, we don't know if it is true, but according to Aka, there were occasions when his disagreement with Rawlings even meant Yamahando ne kakra and kakra ebisi born as I was not in cabinet, but these are reports. Obia when you kakra bia or 40 and 40. Onim said these are reports that we all heard at the time. Yes, but we heard it. Say I can't say Rawlings about assume almost here so the shoulder ebisi ambono. So Bawumia by this is trying to say that Esnome and Esnome Nanado ni amo yani bebre no may agree, but politics in Tino. Me to me, my because of the kind of politically suicidal, that. Now, even Mahama and the Tamils could not openly disagree with him. A lot of the things here, journalists, funny, I didn't hear him say. The other person, even Kokumu team, no, we're fighting Mahama. I say, the will come and say some things. But on him said, there was a big gap between the Mahama vice president and his team and Atamos and his team, to the extent that no Mama Hama Popo and so that is just to show you what Bawumia was trying to communicate. Then Bawumia said that jobs, national service, clearly again, that is one thing about Bawumia person on the say. So me and so Nanado or see national service optional says or no optional, which is that by force of national service. Say who university. Now, Benya Juma, and by force of national service. And he says, according to his vision, this is how media attract employers. No employers are because approach America and UK. School for the school there, job first, I was school. And the workers. But according to Bawumia in the strategy, national service in company the brain person because when himself national service anyway. Again, this is something that he says that making national service optional is also to show you say Esnome and Esnome Nanado. His team has really moved to the team normal game by him. Make the other part, no, but I think you see, Brofuse the Ghana yati diao. Brofuse very juicy policies. Any other so say see Bawumia, you know, it is incumbent on Bawumia team say persuasive. No, I'm not Ghana for not to Ghana for dream. Say yes, indeed, we are here to do the job, and we are here to persuade you. Say we can do the job because Monday we can send me Chelsea. I know I say I'm going to be upon the second term, and I know why he. Before us have problem. No, say so. I'm going incumbent case over America. Joe Biden. No, what you know, sir? Incumbent case. Ebi yellow. Ebi the FCMP before no. So now also we double the work to convince Ghana voters from Abema because jobs be anywhere. And some of the things about Bawumia can Galamsey Asemia. Oshe 2016 in 2020, Galamsey was a key issue. And before lose most of the Galamsey areas. Bawumia say Omoba Omo di galamsey crabeka TVET no. Omo certificate. Now what they will do is abandoned mines. No mines na omo to go there na. Omo feel say abandoned. Omo meje. Now the ama galamsey for no man regulate into ko TVET ko skills now you answer the human certificate ka ho. Now the no omo dey say abandoned mines na galamsey for na mama ye adwuma as a way to regulate them again. This is something that is completely opposite the Akufo-Addo aka. Over the years Akufo-Addo ba e nyina nka we bi da. Again Bawumia one person or the also say I am different from Akufo-Addo. That's what he wants to show. I am different from Akufo-Addo. That's one of the things that Bawumia wants to show. You can see any team no. Some Mahama and that Mahama didn't go for Bawumia chisa, and I think that is why opposition a strong is good. When an opposition is effective, they force you to think. And you can see Aduma Bawumia for you say they've been thinking. They've been thinking. Mahama call for now or more a run for their money. And this 2024 elections, it will be good, but it's also going to be based on ideas. Just young voters refuse to listen to these things here, okay? Because a lot of the things about Bawumia can people, I felt like he's talking about a lot of ordinary voters' heads. And so because digitalization, I thought baby warma, then he saw kind of baby because he access focus on the things that make you unique, which is the now national service there, or gold for a year, first gold for oil, no. And I've now come to understand it kind of a little bit more than usually. Now party communicators, they were all not explaining it well because according to Bawumia, no, gold for oil as a way to stem city exchange rate, because the exchange rate, Bawumia had a background on NDC for facing. NDC would never stop talking about city exchange rate because on one Bawumia so the city exchange rate so boy NDC so now because NDC lose 2016, and one of the things NDC lose 2016 is city exchange rate. And the NDC no surprising. I know my NDC for so Bawumia manatete. Say massa the city has exposed you. And one of the things that Bawumia is saying is in order to ensure say dollar no ko abrochire bebre na for pressure. And to Ghana city exchange rate to Zuntino. Sank ye dollar bekwakoto crude oil no. Ye gold no mum ebeto. Now see almost starting to omo ya kakra no. So far gold omotimi anya 2.79, which is almost $3 billion. Ye according to IMF. I look at conditionalities IMF for the maye. Meanwhile, not say it can be a more at Ghana just because a conquer for bottom. Again, this is also to show you about Bawumia watches our being chair. Okay, no frata. Tienipa. Baby, I didn't also Bawumia so what say what being chair can no frata. Because if gold for crude oil, now we can be able to retain dollar. Nanka person. Again, gold never go to dollar never kebeko. But because he retaining gold, we have been able to hold gold reserves. I'll say 26,000 tons, 26 tons on Bank of Ghana. What did they come into the total? We have 2.79, which is almost 3 billion here. And he's saying, and he even emphasizes, say, starting gold for oil, Ghana. Your gold reserve, you better want to check on him, Queen Elizabeth. Now, no, before Queen Elizabeth, gold reserve, British gold reserve. The whole room, and your room for rooms, gold and Ghana, your gold coast. Here, any gold betting cry. So I pay and no more building again. I make sure say, Bawumia person chess. I know I've been chill for that. He's different from Nanado. And to me, and that is something a homework. That I make say Bawumia homework back on no. He needs to prove to Ghana for say he's different from Akufo-Addo. And yes, sir, Akufo-Addo failure to fight corruption. Man, they say me catch him say a ban of corruption. Kwandia Akufo-Addo share them fighting. No, said your Ghana for your pete and go fight corruption. No, he hasn't fought it as much as we want him to fight corruption. What you are saying, Bawumia wants to show say by this about fighting, and he spoke about fighting corruption. My member video went to another. I'll come back again and come and talk about Sadia Noka.
We have digitalized the passport office with oversight from my office. With digitalization, the average turnaround for acquisition of passports has been significantly reduced. And today, because of digitalization of the passport office, you can apply for your passport online from your home 24 hours a day. The digitalization of the passport application process has resulted in a major increase in the number of passports processed annually, as well as the revenue yield to the passport office. In 2018, the total number of passports issued was 346,911, and the revenue generated in 2018 was 11.8 million. By 2023, following digitalization, the passport office issued 751,761 passports with revenue of 94 million Ghana cedis.
Well, again, one of the places I make sure say Bawumia Kutiana no pay Mahama to show you say the 24 hours no and Mahama and a day, but Mahama doesn't hold a friend saying copyright over 24-hour economy. This is what Bawumia is claiming. He is making these claims. But you have a right to deduce, you have a right to make determination for yourself. What I say, that's the beauty of it. Someone can make a decision for yourself. Let's go to the other side about me speak about. In fact, education and now one student, he is trying to again show that he's different from Nanado. So Nanado I have free SHS there. Or no. Or one laptop, one student for tertiary education. Or more poly universities. This is his vision for them. And then he speaks about saying coding, cost of data. Say data cry, internet so better so, and that is his vision is that better so then in the education system he speaks about robotics, which is one thing that I know they are slightly similar to the Ekufuado because Ekufuado mini say Educhum is already doing STEM. If you look at some of the STEM schools, what building are there now, even that man, I think he doesn't even talk much about STEM projects now. But the STEM schools need to say Mahama e-blocks now. What's and some of them are even slightly bigger because of the IT we incorporate into it. Again, like I'm saying, you have the right to deduce for yourself. And then if I be a Mahama a friend saying Bawumia or be anyone of my all force you be at your choice. What I say, many about my bigger quiz was so NDC, Abeku Santana was so NDC, and then a friend say as a moja or Bawumia, nobody should go and attack anybody. A choice. While be attacking any radio presenter, any celebrity, a stone boy, a Samini say or Costande, and now Sabi Wuni Pako Sabi or Sabi Booming out Sadia, but you're crossing it. Because a choice, say, a choice. Nipakono a celebrity boko kromoti. Uba America say girl be one more born your friend Taylor Swift. And for 40 endorsement for Joe Biden. It's a big deal in America. Obia kasa because omo di any more democracy ni omo celebrate for ni omo conform for a lot of the black rappers in bebre republic democrat for now 50 Cent or criticizing New York mayor adaya New York mayor need the sika omo dey good credit card so they ma immigrant say and obeto Obama Biden obia ko didi na tem Ghana kwa na abe say asamoja na kwa Bawumia program ye ko didi na tem nkrasesem we should elevate ourselves from there a choice. A choice. Say the war what idea or jump. What idea also show bottom out to me to Abano. Sana mini abema beku Santana so on your Mahama boy. Or NDC any choice. Bigger quest so NDC any choice. Mr. Beautiful so NDC any choice. Obisu so MPP any choice. Also on your MPP we a floating voter and you also so a bloody choice. Yeah, go back to the issue because issues when they are affecting me no me and your bottom. We are focusing more on Sika Edibeko Fie. Bawumia Canada back could be said pension or more year for small scale miners. Galamsey for no so more by pension. Again, this one thing because Galamsey was a major issue in 2016 and 2020 elections. So Bawumia again is trying to use this to show say me a different from Nanado. Say Nanado and to me a fight Galamsey, I made them fight it. And this is what I will do. May a friend saying a pension scheme for them. Listen to what he says in this one. Well, again, Bawumia on corruption. But the thing that again you can hear say Bawumia person or this sisu dia. Now what say or you're different from President Ekufuado again, I think that one of the reasons why Bawumia is fighting so hard to distinguish himself from Nanado or to differentiate himself from Nanado is because Obien himself Nanado in the last few years, fighting corruption has been a problem for Nanado. And I have said, I heard Nanado fairly free SHS, I think he has delivered very well. But in fighting corruption, anyone Nanado Assemble catcher in his inauguration 7 January 2017 said he will protect the public person. Nanado and to me. But Bawumia wants to prove, say, me a different from Nanado. One of the things, and this is a suggestion,